Presentation. I think we need one more round of applause for Liam. Now, in the spirit of Vegas, our next presenter is going to talk about throwing tons of money into something you love. Next up, we have Adam Zepp with crowdfunding, the most successful campaign of all time. Give it up for Adam.
Alright, so who here knows what crowdfunding is? Just make some noise. Alright, well for those of you who don't know what crowdfunding is, it's essentially a way to take money, a small amount of money from a lot of people to fund a project. And it's mostly done right now via the internet or Kickstarter, you may have heard of. And I'm going to talk about the biggest campaign. This right here is a Exploding Kitten. It's a game put forward by the Oatmeal. They originally had a goal to fundraise $10,000 back on January 20th. A month after it had closed, they had raised almost $9 million with about 220,000 people who signed up for it. So that was a very successful campaign. This right here is a video game I used to play in the early 90s. It's called Wing Commander Privateer. And it was the first space combat sim that had ever come out. It looked way better back then when I played it. Right now, definitely looks very dated. So shifting gears, this right here is a video game you've probably never heard of called Star Citizen, and this is the largest crowdfunding campaign to date. It's still ongoing, and I'll do my best in the next 6 minutes to enlighten you to this project. So Chris Roberts is the creator of Star Citizen, and he's the CEO of Cloud Imperium Games. He's actually the creator of the original Wing Commander Privateer that I just showed you. And his mantra for this game can best be summed up by a quote he once said, "I don't want to build a game, I want to build a universe." This young lady is Sandy Gardner. She's the VP of Marketing for Cloud Imperium, and she's responsible for the whole entire marketing campaign, for actually raising the money for the campaign and all their strategy. She also does weekly podcasts to which she updates the community as a whole as to where they are in their development. Racing will be a big part of the game, even though it wasn't originally in the game, but the community requested that it be added to the game. Since all the money goes straight into development, not towards a publisher like EA or Activision, you know, it goes straight into the game. It doesn't go to publishers. So these are just examples of the most expensive ways to get into the game. This is definitely the upper end. The cheapest ship you can get is $30, so you don't have to pay $15,000. But you can if you want to. Plus, once the game comes out, all these ships will be free. So. This is a gift that I got for being a backer in the game. There's a funny story with this. When I got this, it took me about 6 days to actually find where this was in the game. I was running around like a crazy person in my Siberia-sized hangar, and they subsequently actually shrunk the hangars because so many people were having trouble finding anything. This right here is kind of where the game sits in its development. Arena Commander is out right now, as is the hangar. Next, in the next 2 weeks, a first-person shooter comes out, then a single-player game, then a planet-side module, and then eventually at the end will be a fully persistent universe.
Steve, just push.
So the scale of this game is going to be huge. This is just some concept art from a city that will be in the game later on. And you could be whatever you want. You could be a trader, a smuggler, a pirate, a privateer, a racer, a miner, a fighter pilot, or basically like a shaker and a schmoozer if you really wanted to. So this is an actual in-game screenshot. The next few slides I show you will have in-game screenshots. Chris Robert wanted the universe to be as immersive and realistic as possible, and the game is being built on an engine which is very moddable and powerful, which will allow that to happen. So this is my ship, the Constellation, or as some members of the community's spouses call it, that poor Connie, because they spend so much time just like looking at it in game like for hours. And I won't say how much I spent on this, just because my girlfriend's here and I think she may think different of me if I actually said, so I won't. here's the inside, and yes, that is wood paneling and a quasi-futuristic hot tub. So as you can see, I'll be more of the kind of schmoozer type of player in this game. You get to, lug around VIPs, in-game VIPs, whether that's a computer-generated person or someone else, I don't know, remains to be seen. This is a brand new ship that was just introduced about a week ago, and as you can see, the amount of detail that goes into these ships, there's like fake blueprints and how everything moves, and if you wanted to be a miner, you buy this ship and then you could be a miner. So this is me and my girlfriend playing, actually. That's me floating in space in the middle there. Hello. And about 5 seconds after I took this screenshot, I kind of floated off to the side, blew a hole in the side of the ship, and then went inside with her, because these are just the cool kind of things you can do in this game. It's fully destructible, and this slide. So who plays Star Citizen? They likely have a cat, or they might still live with their parents, or if it's me, you have 2 cats and still live with your parents. But it's really the community members are pretty awesome, and like they're so dedicated to the development of this game, and no one can wait till it comes out. So this ship right here is actually part of a contest they had where they had a bunch of teams come together, design a ship for the game, and the winning team, not only does their ship get added to the game, but they're actually invited to work on Star Citizen for the rest of the time. So this right here is a ship that actually made it into the game, just made by some normal person. As you can see here, there are still some bugs in the game. Still quite a ways to go. There's bugs like this that just don't make any sense. Why would his head not show up, but his eyes still show up? So lots of stuff like this is still happening, but eventually we'll all be much better. And you guys are all probably wondering how much money this game has made. And I decided to pull it up here. Hopefully it loads. Oh my god. So, as of right now, 770,426 people have donated towards Star Citizen, and they have raised $74,665,681.